Last video, literal equations. And this is also how you go from a standard form of the equation to slope-intercept form. So these first three are just some random literal equations, and the last three are graphing of a straight line equations that we can manipulate and make it be how we want it to be. So let's just jump into it. All right, as always, balance bar. Okay, now we have negative 3x minus c equals 6. We are going for x. So we are trying to get x by itself. So this guy needs to be alone. Here's our variable. Everybody else is considered a constant or a coefficient. So in this case, my constant would be my minus c. I'm going to add that c on both sides. Cancels. We are left with negative 3x on that left side. And now we have 6 plus c. You can't do it, so write it how you say it. 6 plus c. Boom. Done. There it is, okay? If you cannot actually add them, then write it how you say it. All right, next up, we have to get rid of this negative 3. That is a coefficient. So that means I'm going to divide the negative 3. Now, this is where it's going to be weird. Divide each of the pieces on the other side by this negative 3. Okay, weird? Yes. But that's okay. You guys are nerds. So we are now left with that x, which is what we want. 6 divided by a negative 3 is a negative 2. A positive c divided by a negative 3 becomes a negative c over 3. Boom. Done. Here it is. Bomb.com. All right. Balance bar. 8ak equals negative 4. Now, 8ak means 8 times a times k. We are solving for a. Let's make this straight. We are solving for a. So we want to get this a all by itself. Now we know that 8 and k are both being multiplied to that a. So what's the opposite of multiplying to the a? You got it. We are going to divide by 8 and k on both sides. Bow. And this will leave us with that a totally by itself. All right, then we're left with negative 4 over 8k because we cannot do those things. However, I can reduce because 4 and 8 are both divisible by 2. So this can actually reduce down to negative 1 over 2k. Okay, so, be careful of that reducing stuff. Okay, it's going to occur all the time. Like how we did here, do it here, and, and that's okay. You can do that. All right, last one, literal equation, balance bar. All right, this time it's asking us to solve for a. So here's the a, that is our variable. Everybody else is a constant and a coefficient that we are dealing with. So let's deal with them. I'm going to subtract that 3 because it is my constant. U minus 3, not a real thing, so I'm going to write it how I say it. U minus 3 equals negative 4a. Divide away that negative 4, and not just ones, but all of the pieces will get divided by a negative 4 in the literal equation. So this will leave me with a is solved for. We're going to have negative u over 4, and then 2 negatives make a positive, so plus 3/4. Oh, yucky? Yes. Can you do it? Of course. This is not reducible. You can always use your calculator to figure out if it reduces further. Now we're moving on to standard form to slope-intercept form, so x's and y's stuff. All right, this is standard form. ax plus by equals c, but we got numbers here. So we're going to solve for y. So we're going to treat y like it is our only variable. Now it says negative y, so let's put a 1 there. Balance bar. 2x is like my constant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract the entirety of 2x to the other side. That 2x is an entire constant because it is a different term. It is not attached to the y like that negative 1 is. So we're left with negative 1y equals 4 minus 2x can't actually do, so I'm going to write it how I say it. 4 minus 2x. Bada boom. Get rid of that -1. So that means we are going to divide each of these pieces by -1. We are left with just a y. Yes. 4 divided by -1, -4. -2 divided by -1, +2. X doesn't go anywhere. There it is. Now remember, 2x is a whole piece. So that -1 is divided by that whole piece. Let me make my, that's better. That whole piece. Very good. Amazing. You guys are nerds. Next. Balance bar. Solving for y. Yeah. All right. Now, I am not going to put a 1 here this time, and you're going to see why. 3x plus y equals 5. 3x is like my constant. So I'm going to subtract that 3x on both sides. We are left with just a y. That is why I did not put the 1 there. And then 5 minus 3x, can't do anything with that, so write it how you say it, 5 minus 3x, and we're done. Okay, if you put the 1 in front of here and then do all the things, you're going to end up with the same answer, and that's totally fine. But these are slope-intercept forms, right? Y equals -4 would be my y-intercept, where I start. 2 is my slope, up to right 1. Last one. Here we go. Once again, solving for y. Oh, there it is. Done. So this would be your y-intercept. This is my slope, up 3, right 2. Boom. You guys are nerds. That's the end of this video. Have a great day.